And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Back up.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down, this is Rawls. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sandejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They juked him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emerson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Wilson on second down. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 91 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Now let's go! Over! All right, now look at back there!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Keenum to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriots. No. Detroit now. Lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon in there to get him for a loss of 5. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Vikings on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A final shot before half for Keenum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Second half starts with a run by Rawls. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Rawls. And an alley to run. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 78 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They do go for it. It's Keenum. Left side caught by Diggs. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
To throw is Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 10th carry of the game now. Murray, strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Gun!
Here's Keenum now on second down. Now he's forced out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Detroit! Over! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because they settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2nd down following the run. They go play action with Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And now this is going to depend